You've probably heard it 1,000 times, live frugally to save money. But what if your frugal lifestyle isn't working the way you imagined? What if, instead of saving, you're actually spending more in the long run? You might be surprised to learn that the average American spends over $1,200 a year on things they never use or need. And, according to a study by the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans don't even have enough savings to cover a $400 emergency. It's time to rethink your approach. What if your efforts to be frugal are actually setting you back instead of helping you get ahead? In this video, we're going to dive into why your frugal lifestyle isn't working, and more importantly, how to fix it. From hidden costs draining your savings to simple mindset shifts that can make a big impact, we'll explore unique strategies you probably haven't heard before. Ready to finally make your frugality work for you? Stick with me, and let's get started. Chapter 1. The myth of cutting corners. Are you sabotaging your savings? Many people think that frugality means cutting corners and making sacrifices at every turn. But here's the truth. Extreme frugality often leads to burnout. Instead of saving money, it might just leave you feeling deprived. When you avoid buying essentials or skip meals out with friends to save a few dollars, the savings add up, but so does the stress. A 2022 study by the National Institute on Aging found that chronic stress can lead to a higher risk of health issues, including heart disease. So, cutting corners too harshly can backfire on your health and well-being. Instead, think about how to balance savings with enjoyment. Try focusing on cutting unnecessary expenses, not necessary ones. A smarter approach is to cut back on things you don't value and keep enjoying the ones you love. For instance, instead of limiting your meals out to save money, look for deals or discount days at your favorite restaurants. You'll still enjoy the experience but at a lower cost. One thing that can help you identify where to cut is the 80-20 rule. The Pareto principle suggests that 80% of your savings come from just 20% of your expenses. It's about prioritizing the areas that matter most to you while trimming the fat elsewhere. This strategy helps you be frugal without feeling deprived. Chapter 2. The hidden costs of cheap. When your deals are actually draining your wallet. We all love a good bargain, but sometimes the deal ends up costing us more than it's worth. Think about those discount clothes you buy on impulse, only to find they wear out after a few washes. Sure, they were cheap, but they didn't stand the test of time. Research shows that buying cheap, low-quality items can lead to more frequent replacements, which adds up. A 2021 study by Consumer Reports found that Americans spent an average of $178 a month replacing low-quality products. That's $2,136 a year. In contrast, investing in higher quality products that last longer could save you hundreds of dollars over time. Consider this. Instead of buying that $20 cheap blender every year, invest in a $100 model that lasts for 5 years. You'd end up saving $200 over time. It's the same logic with clothes, shoes, or even appliances. Buy less, but buy better, and watch your savings grow in the long run. Sometimes, the cheap option isn't always a deal when you factor in hidden costs like maintenance or repairs. Take cars, for example. A study by AAA showed that the average cost of car ownership in 2020 was $9,282 per year. If you choose a cheap car that requires constant repairs, the savings from the purchase price might disappear quickly. Chapter 3. Frugality fatigue. How to stay consistent without losing your sanity. Frugality is great, but it can feel like a grind if you don't approach it with balance. Constantly denying yourself little luxuries and counting pennies can lead to frugality fatigue. You may start feeling resentful and give up altogether. According to a report by the American Psychological Association, feeling deprived can trigger stress and anxiety, which can make sticking to a frugal lifestyle harder. The key to staying on track without burning out is to focus on sustainable habits. Instead of drastically slashing every expense, start with small, manageable changes. Cutting out one daily coffee or skipping one takeout meal each week can add up without feeling like a huge sacrifice. Think of it as creating a frugal mindset, rather than just focusing on frugality as a task. According to financial expert Dave Ramsey, a little bit of frugality is more effective if it's built into your lifestyle over time. Start by tracking where your money goes and find easy wins to reduce spending, like canceling subscriptions you don't use or downgrading your phone plan. Small wins help you build momentum without feeling restricted. If you're ever feeling fatigued, remember to reward yourself occasionally, just don't go overboard. A $10 treat here and there can motivate you to keep going without going into debt. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Chapter 4. Frugal doesn't mean boring. How to live big without the big price tag. Living frugally doesn't mean you have to give up fun or adventure. There's a misconception that frugality leads to a dull life. In fact, some of the best experiences in life don't have to cost a thing. Did you know that 63% of millennials would rather spend money on experiences rather than material goods? That's because experiences create lasting memories, not just temporary happiness from a new gadget or piece of clothing. You can enjoy life on a budget by seeking out free or inexpensive activities. Check out local museums on free days, enjoy hiking in nature, or explore your city's hidden gems. Many places offer free outdoor concerts, public festivals, and art shows. Remember, the more you get creative, the more fun you can have without spending much. Have a potluck dinner instead of going out for dinner. Plan a picnic at the park instead of a fancy lunch out. You can host a movie night or swap clothes with friends for a fresh look, all frugal and fun. Also, embrace DIY projects. Instead of buying home decor, spend a weekend making your own candles or upcycling furniture. You'll create a one-of-a-kind home and save money at the same time. Plus, it's incredibly satisfying to use something you've made yourself. Chapter 5. Your budget is a reflection of your values. Are you spending on what matters? Sometimes, our frugal efforts fail because we're not spending on what truly matters. Take a moment and ask yourself, are your spending habits aligned with your values? For example, if health is important to you, it might make sense to spend a little extra on healthy foods, even if they cost more upfront. But if you're buying things you don't need, just because they're cheap, that's not true frugality. A 2020 survey by Gallup found that 70% of people wish they spent more time on experiences that align with their personal values, like spending time with family or pursuing hobbies. If your budget doesn't reflect your values, it's time to reassess where your money is going. Take a look at the things you spend the most on. Do they align with your personal priorities? Maybe you're spending a lot on fast food or subscriptions that you don't use. In that case, cutting those expenses and redirecting the funds toward experiences or savings might give you a sense of satisfaction. One strategy is to create a spending diary. For a week, write down every dollar you spend. At the end of the week, evaluate if each purchase brought you closer to your goals. If not, consider cutting it out and reallocating the funds to what really matters. Chapter 6. The Lifestyle Overhaul. Transform your mindset to master frugality. Frugality isn't just about spending less, it's about changing your mindset. The way you think about money directly affects how you manage it. Adopting a scarcity mindset, where you focus solely on what you don't have, can make frugality feel like a punishment. Instead, develop an abundance mindset that focuses on creating wealth, not just cutting costs. Changing your mindset can start with something as simple as being grateful for what you already have. According to a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, practicing gratitude can improve well-being and reduce stress. This mindset shift can help you appreciate your frugal lifestyle and feel more content with less. Another great tool is mindfulness. If you're mindful of your spending habits and the reasons behind them, you can make smarter decisions. Take time to pause before every purchase, and ask yourself, do I really need this, or is it just a momentary want? This simple habit can prevent impulse buys and help you stay focused on your long-term financial goals. Finally, start thinking long-term. Frugality isn't a quick fix, it's a way to achieve financial freedom and stability. As financial advisor Suze Orman says, you must understand the importance of saving for your future, everything else is noise. Make small changes now, and they'll add up to big rewards later. Enjoying the content? Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our future tips and strategies on mastering frugal living.